Hello, everyone. This is TTP Chats, aka Trust the Process here, and today I'm going to be discussing to you about the topic of making a comeback. Now, everybody knows what a comeback means, what the concept of a comeback, but let me elaborate. Basically, a comeback is where you put into a situation where you might be down and out, you might have fallen down, you might have made some mistakes, you might be behind, right? You might be positioned as being last place or not in first place, but just in a position where it looks like the odds are against you and you have no chance of winning. The best analogy is you're in a fight. You're playing basketball, as you can see, where you're down on the scorecards, you're down by a lot. It's closer to the end of the game than it is the beginning. It seems like there's no opportunity, there's no chance for you to win. But out of sheer will, determination, and out of some miracle type of event, right? I say a divine entity, God, possibly, actually, God, yes. But through all of that, you was able to either lace up the bootstraps, or in this case, the basketball sneakers, or in other cases, the mouth guard, bite down on it. Stand 10 toes down and determined to fight to the end. And in some cases, you fight to the end and you come from behind and you actually obtain the victory that you was looking for. That's what a comeback is. Now, in certain situations, a comeback, right, you don't really some situations you don't necessarily gain the victory. Sometimes people fight all the way back from being down and out and still, unfortunately, doesn't gain, the statistical victory, but they gain the moral victory. They didn't just lay down and accept defeat, right? They could have just easily gave up and said, it's through, I'm throwing in the towel, I'm quitting. But no, they dusted themselves up, they got off their feet, and they fought to the bitter end. They saw it through, so to speak. And that's when life gives you difficult situations like that. That is what you got to do sometimes, right? You got to fight to the end, right? Even if you may lose, it's the fact that you didn't give up. It's the fact that you kept pushing forward, you kept pressing forward. You stayed 10 toes down and you saw it through. Whatever challenge, whatever adversity, whatever situation that you might be in, you saw it through to see yourself overcome those type of situations, those type of, difficult times, right? You made a comeback, right? And when I'm talking about making a comeback, I'm also talking about, let's say you were put in a spot, right? You made some bad decisions in the past, and it led you down the wrong road, right? It could be a situation where you hung out with the wrong crowd, and it led you into a situation where you wasn't really where, let's be honest, it led you into a situation where you had a record, you got a rap sheet now, and unfortunately, it put you in a situation where now you broke. You could, or you might have fell on some hard times, right? I'm making this to say that you can always make a comeback, right? The thing is, it's difficult. It may take some time. It's going to take a lot of work, but you can do it. You can make a comeback. You can, excuse me, no edits. You can dust yourself off, pick yourself back up, and you start from ground zero and build yourself up to level 100, right? Or you can be in the financial jam where you're broke, you wasted your money, you made some bad investments. But guess what? You learn from those type of situations. Those are called life lessons. You learn from those mistakes, right? And you understand that, oh, I made that investment, right? Guess what? Now I know better next time. Now I know if I'm going to make these investments, I'm going to make a portion. I'm not going to just give the whole, the whole kit and caboodle, so to speak. I'm only going to make certain investments, certain financial decisions here and there when it comes to, investing my money. And I'm going to save a good portion of it in the bank and save up and just take a small percentage of that to where if it grows, it's going to grow over time. I'm not looking for immediate results because fast money go by fast. I'm looking for money to build up over time so that way it becomes bigger in the future, right? You build yourself up, right? That's what a comeback is basically is. You're building yourself up back from ground zero back all the way to the top, right? It's never too late to make a comeback. A comeback in your personal life is your personal redemption story, right? In sports, the most inspirational thing, right? One of the most inspirational stories is the underdog overcoming the odds. He was counting them out. Or a comeback story where a person, an athlete, whatever, was down and out in the game. He might have faced some trouble in his personal life. He might have even dealt with some adversity through injuries, right? But he knuckled up, he worked hard just to get back into the fight, get back in the game, or get back into the sport and show the world that he still have what it takes to be looked at as a winner. A comeback in life is your personal redemption story, right? You may have fallen short. You might have fallen down and out. You might have made some bad decision that led you down the wrong path. But guess what? Through work, faith, and also determination to better yourself and to strive to improve and be better, you can always make a comeback. You can always elevate yourself. You can always redeem yourself. And that's what the essence of God and the essence of Jesus Christ is all about. Redemption through Christ. Because we all fall short. But guess what? We can always make a comeback. We always, as long as we still breathing, we can always continue to improve and come back. And come back from any situation that we might fall ourselves in, right? That's it. And that's one of the best stories in sports. That's one of the best stories in life. It's coming back from adversity. And we can always do it. It takes time, it takes work, and it takes belief. You can achieve.